Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new beta and preview video review. Today we're taking a look at beta and preview 1.20.6023 and what this comes with is the Armadillo. The Armadillo is the mob that won this year's mob vote, and here it is officially a part of Minecraft. Now, the Armadillo is a very scared little guy. So if it senses a player sprinting, it will curl up into its ball. It will also go into its ball if it hears a player on a vehicle or a mount, so a horse or a minecart. So here we are on the horse, and what you'll notice is the Armadillo really doesn't care about the horse. It's only once there's a player on the horse that it gets scared. So it takes about 3 seconds for the Armadillo to get unscared. And the second I get on this horse, it gets into the ball. So it really just doesn't like players. Unless you're crouching or just standing still, it will go into the ball. You can walk, but the second you sprint, ball. And the second you get into a minecart, ball. Same thing with a boat. When you get to the boat, ball. It really is just a very timid mob. But I think the fact that it's super timid works in its favor. It is a really cute little mob after all. Now, in order to actually breed this guy, you are going to need spider eyes. So once we have 2 armadillos, you will feed a spider eye to each, and they will breed. Now you're probably asking, why spider eyes? Well, I'm assuming they eat spider eyes in real life, because otherwise, why would you do a spider eye? But look at how cute the little one is. So cute. Now, I'm sure most of you are thinking, how do I get the dog armor? Well, in order to get the dog armor, you're going to need the scutes that the armadillos drop. Now, in order to get these, you can just wait and they will naturally drop some, or you can brush them with a brush and just get as many as you need. However, 1 brush only lasts long enough to get you 5, so you're going to need quite a few brushes, especially when you consider the fact that you actually need 6 to make a piece of wolf armor. Once you craft your wolf armor, though, you can just click on your dog to get it on there. However, it does have to be a fully grown adult dog. That is why it will not go on this baby dog here. So if we go ahead and tame up an adult, we can go ahead and slap on the dog armor, and this is what it ends up looking like. It just kind of looks like a bunch of little scales have been strapped onto it with some rope or something, and I think it looks really cool. It ends up giving the dog the exact same amount of health as a set of diamond horse armor would for a horse. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't really do too much, it's just armor. Now, in order to get it off your dog, you have to use a pair of shears, and it will give it back. Now, only the owner of the dog can shear the armor off, so if I had a friend in my world, they would not be able to get the armor off of my dog. And that is the exact same reason that dispensers are unable to remove the dog armor, because it has to be done by the owner. However, if we go ahead and grab some brushes and another armadillo, you can go ahead and make a very simple little scute farm, and all you gotta do is spam on this lever, and the dispenser with the brushes inside will automatically brush the scutes off your armadillo. However, it does use the durability of the brushes incredibly quickly. If we just go ahead and finish off the rest of the durability, I put in 4 brushes and I only got 20 armadillo scutes. So each brush will get you about 5, but as you just saw here, that armadillo naturally dropped 1. So you can just wait. It's entirely up to you. Also, I do not think I mentioned this, but armadillos are also scared of undead mobs. So a skeleton or a zombie will scare the armadillo into a ball. Now, if it's in a boat or a minecart, it cannot be put into a ball. And if it is trying to run away from you while in water, if it's in water, it cannot go into a ball either. And just to show you, this one on land does, but the one in water cannot, and that is because it would drown otherwise. Other than the fact that this mob will spawn naturally inside of savannas, that is everything related to the armadillo mob now covered. Don't get me wrong, I think the armadillo is really cool, but I still personally would have had the penguin. Anyway, moving on, as I'm sure you guys know, Mojang has been making new UIs for all of the menus. For instance, we can switch to the new World UI. This came out a few months ago. They also have the new Create World menu. This has been on the full release for a while, been out of preview. But they're now creating new editing world menus. Previously, it's been this old menu. So you use the brand new menu to create the world. You get this beautiful menu here. And then to edit your world, you're back in the old one. Well, now they have a brand new design for the editing world menus as well. So the open area here is pretty much the same. However, they moved all the cheats and advanced multiplayer settings into their own categories, just like on the Creating World screen. And then the experiments also have their own tab now as well, which if you want to activate your Armadillo and Wolf armor, you have to go ahead and activate that experiment. And then they have the resource and behavior packs in their own little areas as well. So they didn't really do too much there. They pretty much just made the exact same menu for the Create World and put it in there for the editing of a world. Now, beyond the editing of menus here, the copper that you find inside of trial chambers will now all be waxed. So you can now find exposed, weathered, and oxidized copper bulbs in trial chambers waxed. So any copper bulb you find in a trial chamber will now be waxed variations. They also added one more big feature to this update. So we have, yes, the armadillos, yes, the new menu, but we now also have /HUD. Now, what does /HUD do? It controls all of your screen elements here. So the paper doll, your coordinates, your hotbar. If we go into settings over here and we go to video, all of these things over here, hide hand, hide paper doll, all of these can now be done for the most part with a command. So if I go /HUD, let's do @s, I can do hide, and then I can choose air bubbles, all, armor, crosshair, health, horse health, hotbar, hunger, paper doll, progress bar, tooltips, and touch controls. For example, let's go ahead and do paper doll. If I do that, paper doll is now hidden. So my coordinates are now at the very top of my screen, and the paper doll is gone. But if I go back here and do HUD reset paper doll, now my paper doll is back to the way I had it set in settings. And this works for all these other little things too. So I can do /HUD, let's do hunger. Now my hunger bar is gone. Of course, I have to go into survival for that. So in survival here, my hunger bar and my hot bar is gone now. But if I do reset hunger, now all of that is back. If I do /hide armor, that's going to hide the armor section of my hotbar. But what you'll notice is that it hides the entire hotbar, which I don't understand why that is happening. So here I am in survival. I've got the armor, and I do /hide armor. But what it does is it gets rid of the entire hotbar. So I can do /reset hunger, and it will bring back all of it, including the armor. So that I don't really get. It seems like they got a few things to tweak there, because what this also means is that if I were to do /hide horse health, air bubbles, hotbar, crosshair, it hide all of it instead of just that one little section. So it seems like it's a bit buggy and needs a little bit of work done to it, because it's not just hiding what it says it should hide, it's hiding the entire menu as if I hit F1 pretty much. So yeah, that seems a little bit messy and broken, but that is the general gist. It's something that Java's had for a long time, so nevertheless, I'm glad to see them working on it. Also, for those of you playing on an Xbox, they have added 4K resolution support for those consoles. Now, that is it for today's beta. The big thing here was the amazing Armadillo, which, while it's not a penguin, is still incredibly cute, and I'm not gonna lie, while I don't really have my dog follow me around in Minecraft, the armor is pretty cool looking. Plus, the Armadillo is just so cute. Gotta love when it rolls into the ball, too. Look at that little guy. Anyways, this has been Mr. Gaming Aquatic, and if you have enjoyed today's video, maybe, just maybe, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye!